Bubble columns are in the house with the new Bedrock beta 1.5.0.7 out now, changelog and gameplay coming right up. Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy 6 Gaming. Guys, we have a brand new beta coming out for Bedrock Edition, and it has something that we have been waiting for a while, but not really. These bubble columns are in-house. They have done some adaptations to bubble columns, and these adaptations are necessary for some, video skill. So what we're going to do is go over the changelog and, try to find some bubble columns. I guess actually, instead of trying to find them, we are going to make them ourselves. And take a look at it. So for this one here, guys, let's go for 324 likes. If you are one of those dudes, let me know, and let's see you in the comments. So first it starts off with what do I got here in my little list of things to do? We got the changelog right here. So the beta, it's going to have fancy bubbles can now be toggled in video settings to affect the look of bubble columns. So the reason they brought this in is because the bubble columns are super hard on your device. If you have a lot of bubble columns in the ocean, and it just could be super hard, especially if you're playing, say, on a phone or something, and not necessarily an Xbox. Changes: tridents will no longer break blocks in creative mode. Okay, well, didn't notice that one, but yeah. So let's just do this quick time. We'll go over the fixes, because that's pretty much the key to this beta right now. Is for phase 2 to come out. I think these bug fixes are pretty much it. So fixed several crashes that occurred during gameplay, fixed a crash that occurred when suspending the game during world generation. Particles now appear when players jump into water. Particles now appear when tropical fish flop into the water. Fix bows not appearing in the right hand when being charged. Fix the texture of the wither's armor not appearing properly with several texture packs. Fix the rotation of oak trapdoor texture. So I didn't know that was wrong. Fix seam lines appearing between cactus blocks and the city texture pack. Fix missing water textures while underwater and a block is placed above the water. Crops will no longer grow by repeatedly placing full-size non-transparent. Wow, that's pretty cool. You could grow blocks by putting non-transparent blocks on top of it, or plants. Blocks once again be repeatedly placed when flying sideways in creative mode. Honestly, I know that's a problem. You know how many times I do tutorials all day and I always make walls, and it's like literally I have to one by one do it. That's really good. I think again this is a transition where they're trying to make touchscreen on your phone and your controller work the same. Mobs will no longer spawn on top of redstone components. That's cool. Fix the delay in ice textures appearing when using Frostwalker enchantment. Enchanted tridents no longer flash when entering fire. Armor stands can now be destroyed by thrown tridents. Salmon will no longer get stuck on edges of worlds. Throwable items will no longer hit the player when there is a parrot riding on their shoulder. Wow. Dolphins can no longer fully clip through magma blocks. Increase the collision boxes of fish. Fix slowness levels over for not appearing on mob effect screen. Water now appears properly around ladders. So I think it fills in ladders. We'll go check that out anyway. Slowness effect now changes field of view based on the effect strength. Sea turtles no longer flicker when placed into an item frame. Sea turtle eggs. I'm like, how the heck do you put a sea turtle in an item frame? Again, I'll link this in the description if you guys want to go check it out. Zombie villagers now attack sea turtle eggs. Fixed particles appearing when placing sea turtle eggs. Tridents no longer fall below the ground when hitting mobs and players. Drown now have a correct arm rotation when swimming. Spawn eggs can now be obtained using pick block on drowned in creative mode. So that's good. That's good. So basically what we're going to do is check out these bubble columns. So in order to check out the bubble columns, we're going to need a couple things. So from what I understand, we're going to want to get some magma. We need a magma block. I can't believe I didn't prepare. You know what we're gonna do? Let's just get magma. Enter. There we go. So we're gonna take this guy. Let's grab some soul sand as well, because soul sand does the opposite. So we might as well test it out in the mix. So soul, because we're messing with these item elevators lately, so let's do it. I think also what we're gonna do is grab some night vision potions. Right here, night vision. I'm pretty stoked. I'm really looking forward to phase 2. Night. Again, I think once this comes out in full release, this is gonna be fixed so that this doesn't work in the manner that it works. So let's do it. So let's get under the water. We got, man, so much stuff. We got everything everywhere. Holy cow. So Bubble column 1. So soul sand pushes up, and magma pushes down. Again, this is going to be a big item elevator thing. So basically what they've switched is I'm pretty sure this is the boring version. This is the non-particle effect one, because again, if you're on a phone or any version that is on not your Xbox or not on Windows, or this is really devastating to the performance of your PC. So let's check it out. We're gonna go like this. So it looks pretty bad. Like, I mean, we can actually. Oh my gosh, it throws it good, eh? You see that? Woohoo! Holy, so this one's gonna suck it down. Nice, nice. Okay, so let's go into our video settings here. In the video settings, there's a lot of stuff here. If you really want your Bedrock Edition game to run much better, learn these settings. There's ones in here that will really help you. So let's go over here. Let's keep looking down. So fancy bubbles. So we have the weak bubbles on right now. So we're gonna click the fancy bubbles. In their tweet, how come it won't let me turn on fancy bubbles? That's pretty interesting. I wonder if I have to go, or I have to put sheets on, or okay. So after a little bit of quick looking, what I did was back out and restart, and it looks like it might be a setting you have to put in the master setting. So back up to this screen right here, go in here, go down to video and slide over, and it's there, but now it's able to be ticked on. So I think this is kind of like a master setting. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do it. So again, you have to just back up to the thing. That's on me. You learn a lesson. I've in between there. I know the magic of video editing. You didn't see it, but yeah, I went on Twitter and I was like, hey, what the heck? And yeah, so let's do this. We're gonna jump in here. Fancy bubbles should be on. So let's go in, and we will have some fancy bubbles, and we'll see what the difference is. Again, I don't know if this. I think that they put that little kind of graphics warning about how it might cause lag. I really think that that's for phones. I feel like we're not going to see a difference at all in what goes on here. So that's pretty weird. It looks like they're disappearing. So this is the fancy bubbles. So let's see. Let's make sure that they work in the way that we expected them to work. Whoa, that one works good. And this one should suck it down. So basically, they're particles. I think literally that's what they did. That sucks it down. So now I wonder if I can turn it again. So let's just check, because I don't think you could turn it. But basically, guys, you know what I'm going to tell you right now is the other way. Fancy bubbles. It won't let you change it outside of that menu. So long story short, these are fancy bubbles. The fancy bubbles act freely like particles. You see how they float around in different shapes and stuff. The other one, you know what the other one is? It's pretty much like a block with bubbles. Do you know what I mean? Like they just move the block so it has a lot less floating. This, however, what I do say is it's a lot harder to see these ones. You see the bubbles, but you know what I mean? Like you don't necessarily see them. On the other version, you're definitely going to see them like pretty good. So there you go. We got the fancy bubbles. I don't see any performance problem. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on that, but like I said, I think it's mostly for Pocket Edition, mostly. In addition to that, I just want to check if ladders are filled with water. That's the only other thing that I wanted to do, because I know a lot of people are interested in that. Is it lagging? I don't really feel like this is lag. It is a little weird, right? You know what we're gonna do? Wait. Now we're gonna, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna find out if this is a problem right here. Because ultimately, that's what they're saying, is that if you were to have like a whole field of these, then we're gonna have, a real problem with lag. Is pretty much what they're saying, because bubbles will be flying everywhere. So okay, so as you can see, so wonder if we swim through it. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem on Xboxes. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I mean, even if we throw a bunch of soul sand everywhere, that goes the other way. So I mean, this is bubble gone wild, and I'm not receiving any like slow frames. Do you know what I mean? I feel like totally natural. But there you go. Let's go test out the ladder before we go, since we're having some fun today. I literally just want to make sure that they said they fixed ladders and water. So I'm trying to think of how that could be used actually, because I'm pretty sure that would be like the coolest mob elevator ever. I feel like if you could put ladders, and then if water still fills that spot, that's a thing. Because then you got a really cool mob elevator, because especially, watch this, if you wanted to put this guy here. So then now, if it does fill it in, this is like the easiest mob elevator ever. So it does fill in. So let's try. That's pretty cool. So now waters fill in ladders, basically. And then these bubbles, do they even go up? So I think it probably pushes against. Yeah, this is going to be something we're going to mess with. All I know is that these bubbles over here, see how they don't render from pretty far away? I think it's pretty cool, guys. Don't forget to smash the like before you go. Don't forget as well to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, we're going to see what kind of new tutorials are going to come out of this, because even the dolphins seems to be pushing them up to the top, right? They're like, phew, maybe they're playing on. I don't know. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.